Hey, Jonathan Green again, back with Express Success number 4. The best way, really the best way to use Express offers, but we really talked about that in the last one with the toolbox, how you're going to use it as one tool in your toolbox. And remember, if you haven't listened to the intro, which is a little bit of my background, episode number one, the iBuyer, episode number 2, the seller, episode number 3, the tool, listen to those. But really, they're not in any order. So, like I said last time, do what you want. But this is number 4, the best way. And this is, I don't know, it might annoy some of you, but I got to tell you the truth. The best way to use Express offers is to only submit off-market properties. I told you before in episode 1 about the iBuyer. They have MLS access, or they have 10 agents that they've used in the past who all have them on commercial drips and apartment building drips and single family drips, and they've seen everything on the market. They go on Zillow just like all of our clients spend all their nights, up on Zillow. They look, but that's not what they want. The best way to use iBuyer is to do whatever you need to do to find properties that nobody else knows about. Those are the best deals. That's what the iBuyer wants. That's actually what most of those sellers want, because they don't want to go on the market, or they'd already be on the market. If you think there's a person out there who doesn't know 5 real estate agents, you're crazy. They can go on the market if they want to. They don't want to. So you have to start thinking, if that's the best way to use it, how is it possible for you to do it if you're not like me and you don't spend half your time doing off-market, sorry about the colors, playing around with it. If you don't do off-market marketing, how else can you find the best deals? Well, talk to people, talk to your friends, start going to real estate investor events, start to see who the wholesalers in your area are. Do you guys know what a wholesaler is? So you, as an agent, don't want to get engaged in wholesaling. It's not really part of EXP's principles. There are ways to do it correct with a license and ways to not do it correct, but wholesaling is not an entity that the company is interested in. But if you meet local wholesalers, there's a lot of activity that you can do with them, and a lot of properties that they have that may not be closing deals. They may have them on assignment, and you may be able to bring iBuyers to the table. I can tell you, it's much different than trying to work with another agent. Wholesalers want to, just like an iBuyer, like an iBuyer will take a deal from anyone, anytime. A wholesaler will take a good offer from anyone, anytime. And of course, they're going to get a piece of that in the system. But again, that's not your wholesale. You're just working for the iBuyer. But in a sense, that's just another way to find off-market deals. Maybe they know something that's coming up before, and you can figure out maybe they don't want it. Maybe it's something that you can get in on. But the only way that you're going to be a big player in this Express offer system is to have access to off-market properties. It's it. That's the only way. That's the only way that it's going to become a big part of your game plan. So there's lots of different things you can do. You can start marketing off-market like I do, like a lot of people that you may know in your area who are investors themselves or investor friendly. That can be in the form of postcards, letter writing. That's definitely something we can talk about at a later date, at how to market off-market on your own. If you're not a big entity and you don't have a full off-market LLC, there are ways to do it if you're just looking for that. Or if you decide that you're going to market specifically for Express offers, that's a great idea as long as you do it correctly and you use the correct terminology. And I'm sure we'll have guidance on that. But you could definitely create a letter. Pick an area where if you guys know investing, you know what driving for dollars is. Driving for dollars is basically driving around neighborhoods and seeing which homes look like they're likely to sell soon or need to be sold because they look distressed. And distressed, meaning driving for dollars wise, is high grass, mail on the front porch, shutters that are falling down, clear roof issues that no one's addressing. That usually means it's vacant. You do the best. Get the information from the tax, try to skip trace, do what you can to find the owner. Maybe that's a property they're looking to sell. You build yourself a little list, even if it's 10 people, you mail them a letter. You ask me, hey, what else should I put in here? I'll give you some advice, and you can try it that way. But if you want to succeed and you like the way that Express offers work, you're going to have to come up with a plan to find properties that nobody knows about and that are not on the MLS. Because in the end, that's exactly what the iBuyer wants, and it's the best way to use the program. I'm not saying it can't be done other ways, but that's the best way. See you next time. Next time is number 5, the psychology of an investor, which is like the iBuyer, but we're going to talk more about smaller investors too, because the smaller investors, they become your iBuyers. See you next time. Thanks.